GT podcast. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday, weekend, whatever. It's cold outside and I got no plans. I got nowhere to go but up, I guess. But anyway, no, I'm just here, man. Just gonna pop on here for a little bit and discuss the new Megadeth album, simply titled Megadeth. It was released yesterday. Just wanted to give my thoughts and opinions on it, and it's a really good album. You know, I can't complain about it too much. It's the final album for Megadeth. Dave Mustaine has announced that he's calling it a career after this tour cycle that they're going on, and I think they're coming to San Antonio with Iron Maiden and Anthrax. So gonna have to catch them for one more time. I got to see I got to see them back in Austin in 2021. So with Lamb of God. So that was a good show, and that was my first time seeing Megadeth. And I want to make it a special one too, so we can go out and do it again for a second time, but this time with Maiden and Anthrax, and that'll be a great show at the Alamo Dome. I think it's in September 29th. I think it's the day after my daughter's birthday, so I'm gonna have to. Well, my daughter doesn't like metal, but you know, I'll celebrate that birthday there at the show. But anyway, but yeah, I'm just here, just wanting to do this thing, put it out there, and just give you my review of the album, the Megadeth album, and I'm gonna do a track by track listing. I wish I had another, you know, music player or something here so I can play the, you know, on the TV or something, you know. Well, I need to get a physical copy of the thing too. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna do this here and just put something out there because I've been dying to do another video soon, a video on here. So, and we're making great progress again for the podcast too. Not this weekend though. Obviously, everything's shut down due to the weather coming in, and we're just gonna hunker down here and do what we can here to do. And I don't know, maybe I'll do something else later on here and figure out something. But anyway, but for now, let's just go ahead and get into this review. I broke it down. I reviewed the and by no stretch of the imagination, I'm a professional critic. I just, you know, I love what I like, and you know, it's all good. So, and hey, who do we got here? Cynthia Taggart. Hi, how you doing? How's it going? I can't even read. Jan Vangerslave 975. Hi, how you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's staying warm in y'all's neck of the woods, wherever you guys are. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm just talking Megadeth here. I'm talking about the new album. I don't know if you guys have heard it or not. In my opinion, it's a great album. I enjoyed it. Like I said before at the top of the thing here, it's Dave Mustaine's final album with Megadeth, and he's moving on, and hopefully you get to catch him in a town near you when they start coming around. So hopefully, but anyway, like I said, I'm no professional critic, or you know, I just like, you know, if you heard the album, you know what I'm going to talk about. But if you haven't, you know, I suggest you listen to it. But I just took some little basic notes on each song and just a little thing just to give you something to talk about or whatever. But the first song on the album is called Tipping Point. We've all heard the song already probably by this point. And it's a great start to the record, very thrashy, old school Megadeth sounding, you know, it just sounds very fast, aggressive, just like Megadeth, and you know, nothing has changed there, and it's a pretty damn good song. You know, we've all reached that, you know, I guess as the song suggests, you know, we've all reached that point in life where one false move by anybody, you know, you're gonna snap, and I think that's what the lyrics of the song was trying to get at. So, you know, and I think that's a pretty good description of it. So if you haven't heard it yet, go out and buy it or go out and listen to it. It's a great album. First song, like I said, is called Tipping Point. Second song, I Don't Care, and I pretty much wrote down this was Dave Mustaine's fuck you to everyone that told him he couldn't do anything. So yeah, so that, you know, he basically F you to this everybody, and take a hike, kind of lyrics in it, and it's a good kind of a thrashy punky sound to the song. It reminded me of a little mix with like, I wouldn't say Ramones, but maybe a little Black Flag influenced, a little punk influence in there, in my opinion, but that's just me. Anyway, here's the third song. The song's called Hey God. I really related with this one, and the song, it's a pretty slow, free Israel. Yeah, we're working on it. We need to free Minnesota. Don't get me started. This isn't about politics anyway. Don't get me started. Anyway, we all related to I related to this one, and we can all relate, not knowing if God listens or exists. But if you do believe He's there, great song, hard rock feel. It's a great song. I related to it a lot, because we all struggle with that internal belief of, if He's listening or if He's not, or if He is even there, But if you believe, He comes in small answers. And that's the way I think of it. Anyway, moving on. Let There Be Shred, classic Megadeth thrash with the great guitar solos by Dave and Timu. Their guitar player, great musician, great, is basically a nod to the old school thrash song, and a lot of good solos in it by Dave and Timu, and really good. I enjoyed it. Again, I wish I had the music playing at some point, in this whole thing, and I wish I had, so you can listen to a snippet of it anyway, but you'd just have to go out and stream it, or, and we need all of that, so, yeah, good deal. Need my support? You got it all the time. Anyway, moving on to the fifth song on the album, Puppet Parade. This one's about insanity or the struggle. I'll let you decide on that one when you hear it. It reminded me of Sweating Bullets lyrically. It had a lot of it had a lot of lyrics, doing like the same thing over and over again, and kind of expecting a different result. Someone pulling on your strings every day, having to go through the motions about it every day. I think that's what my interpretation of it was. But it's a great song as well. Like I said, I wish I had the song playing, but I'm just going to kind of go through these. I just basically took little notes here and there about all that. Here's another one I related to. It's called Another Bad Day. And, like I said, like I wrote here, related to this one as well, felt the words in it. Hard to have a good day when you got a negative around every corner. Yeah, it really is hard, because you have your good days and you have your bad days, but the bad days kind of outweigh the good days, and especially if you're going through something, or what you see on the news or whatever, we tend to have a bad day when that happens. So, but there's always good in the day as well. So we can just keep that going on as a theme. But anyway, yeah, and like I said, I wish I had the music to this right now. It just feels so naked without me doing a review and not having you guys listen to it. Do me a favor, after this is all said and done, just go out and go to Spotify, go to buy the album, buy the CD, buy it online, whatever you. It's a great album, guys. I wish I had the music playing. I had to listen to it before I did this. So the next song, Made to Kill, reminds me of Holy Wars, subject-wise, about war and what this country is doing. Basically, we're buying occupied land, and we'll do anything to get it. At least they will. I won't, or thousands of other people like me. But anyway, I digress. We move on. Obey the Call was the next song. The first half of the song was slow, but it's old school Megadeth riffing at the end of it, and pretty much, gets a build up, and and uh, and it. I lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys, I'm getting distracted here. Yeah. So basically, the song is basically that, and that's pretty cool. And next song, I Am War. It's lyrically, it's kind of telling the story of a mind of a soldier and what he's going through, and what he's about and what he's going to do to somebody that he will come across in that situation. So there you go. And song number 10 on the album is The Last Note. This is Dave Mustaine's swan song, if you will. Great song musically, and just basically talking about his career in music, and if this was his last note, he wants it to ring on forever, and I think that's what he accomplished with the song. Great song musically as well. A lot of acoustic guitar in there mixed in with a lot of the heaviness of the electric stuff and everything, and also he talks a lot in the song about his career, not like long-winded, but like kind of short little poetic words, and but it's a great song, and I just want to say, well, I'll say it after the next review, but yeah, this was a great song for his swan song, if you will. And finally, and everybody's talking about it, his rendition of Ride the Lightning. And all I can really say, it's exactly like the Metallica version, but it's Megadeth. It definitely is a tribute to where it happened, to where it all began for Dave. And he did write a lot of Metallica. I mean, in the beginning, he wrote some Metallica songs, and there's a shirt out there that I have a buddy out here that has it, and goes, Mustaine wrote them all. And he did, and I don't think he gets enough credit. Me being a Megadeth fan and a Metallica fan for so many years now, and all the back and forth and the constant shit talking by Dave, and the put downs by the Metallica guys, I think it's time to just squash all of that, really. And I think in Dave Mustaine's mind, that, and he recently said it, that he wants to have Metallica and Megadeth tour, and that would set everything right, in his words. And I think that would be good. Would the people want to see that? I would, just to, and have Dave come out on stage with Metallica, blah blah blah, and play the songs that he helped create, and I think there's a lot of things that need to be let go in those two camps, and I think and of course, it's our metal history, it's a part of our metal DNA, and I would be excited to see that, to be honest, but hopefully we'll maybe one day it'll happen. But for now, I think we're just going to enjoy this album, this final album for Megadeth, and also their tour and everything. If this is Dave's last hurrah, we need to support him and be there, even though he is the way he is, he is a master at guitar. He was a part of one of the founding members of, well, not founding, but he was a part of a super group called Metallica. He formed his own band, which, made history. Countless musicians have come in and out of Megadeth. Obviously, the best lineup, in my opinion, was in the 1990s with David Ellefson, Nick Menza, and Marty Freeman, from the Rust in Peace, Euthanasia, Countdown to Extinction records. To me, those were flawless albums, and that lineup to me was the best that in Megadeth, and not to take away from any other, past members of Megadeth. Obviously Chris Poland, Gar Samuelson, Jeff Young, Chuck Wheeler, from the So Far So Good So What album, which was my first Megadeth album. Also, you had Al Pitrelli from Sabotage. You had Chris Dover, Sean Dover, and obviously their current members with James Lomenzo and Dirk. I can't pronounce his last name. Dirk Van der Hoedla. Anyway, and Timu. I can't pronounce his name either. But great musicians all around. Dave always knew who he wanted to surround himself with musically, and he went out and found the talent, and he got those people in there, and not to take away from David Ellefson as well, the founding bass player of Megadeth. I follow him on his podcast, the David Ellefson show. Does a great job interviewing people as well. He still plays Megadeth songs in his Thrash of the Titans band, and now he's a part of Metal Church now, and a lot of great musicians that came out of Megadeth, man, and obviously the 90s version of that lineup, like I mentioned, was the best one, I think. So yeah, man, this has been the Dave Mustaine farewell show, I guess you want to call it. But I do have one more review to review, which is the new Exodus song, 3111. I got to say that real slow. I don't want to add too many ones. But it's their new single off their new album coming out in March on the 19th, called Goliath. Great heavy song. It's a real dark and brutal song. It's not very long, but you're gonna know where it hits you in those 4.5 minutes, or however long it is. But yeah, that song also marks the new return of Rob Dukes on vocals as well, and that's going to be a heavy album. I can't wait to hear the rest of it. The single is really good. Like I said, it's a real heavy and brutal sound. Also, the subject is really brutal. 3111 is the number of people that were killed in 2010 with all the drug cartels out there, and from on the other side of the border there, and that was just the number from that year in 2010. So yeah, it's a brutal subject. I mean, and the funny part about this whole thing is now Exodus does have a video for this song, but it was banned from YouTube because it shows a lot of violent images in it. I did see it. It happened to be I saw it through Facebook, but it was through X, which is Twitter or whatever, and I got to see it, and it was it's a good video, but viewer discretion is advised. I'll just say it like that, and yeah, it's a good song, man. I can't wait for the rest of the album to come out, and I think they have 2 more singles dropping before March. So we're gonna be, and also another album announcement too. Anthrax, my buddies, my friends, not really, but the band that I fell in love with, when I was 10 years old, when I was 10, and got me into metal. So they got a new album coming out this year as well. I don't have the exact. I think they said early 2026. So that can be between now and summer. So we'll have it ready for you as well, and can't wait to. And they've already shot a video for it, for a song that hasn't been released yet. I haven't got the details on that yet, but I'll let you know when it happens. But other than that, that's going to do it for this little, thing that I did here for YouTube Live. And just wanted to say thank you again for everybody that commented and showed me some love and just said hi or whatever. And I try not to talk too much about politics on this, and this is just a music thing for me, and my stance on politics doesn't really go far, but believe what you believe in, no matter what side you're both wrong. So yeah, I just think we should just believe in what we believe and let people be. And I think that's all we need to say about it. But other than that, guys, thank you again. I'll see you soon out there in the world when it's safe to go out and not as cold. We got some good shows coming up. Actually, I think I'm going to be at High Tones next Saturday to see the band A-Mob, buddies of mine of the podcast, and hopefully, they also have a new band performing for the first time called Lifer. They are a Down cover band, and my friend Jen, formerly of Anger Kill, is playing bass and getting herself back on stage after a little bit of a hiatus. But I'm happy to see her as well, and happy to see Jason from A-Mob and the other, and hopefully we'll get a new interview, and I'll have it right here on YouTube next week, hopefully. And yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you again for letting me talk Megadeth and talk music and have some fun on here, and we'll see you soon. Later.